Episode 5, The Bell That Forgets. The market was never the same twice. Elias had warned her, but Liora only truly believed it now, walking streets that seemed to fold over themselves like pages in a book she had not meant to open. Where last night had been an alley lined with glowing bottles, tonight was a corridor of wind chimes strung from bones, their song carried on a breeze that never touched her skin. Each chime rang with a different note, and together they formed a pattern her mind kept trying to recognize. Almost music, almost words. "Don't listen too long," Elias said, his tone sharper than usual. "You'll start to hear your own name in it." Liora pressed the coin in her pocket, warm, then weightless, then heavy again, as if it too could not decide what it was. She wondered if it had been reacting to the echoes before. Had the bottles stirred it? Or had it stirred them? The thought made her uneasy, so she shoved it aside. They walked deeper until the air shifted. The crowd thinned. The lanterns grew tall and narrow, their flames flickering not gold but pale green. Liora slowed without meaning to. There was a pull here, a rhythm beneath her feet like a drum beat no one else heard. And then a bell rang. One note, deep and clean, so powerful it shivered in her ribs. The entire market hushed. Merchants lowered their heads. A child stopped a mid-laugh, mouth open but soundless. The silence was heavier than noise. When it passed, the market exhaled. Bargains resumed. Voices swelled. The music started again, almost too quickly, but Liora felt wrong. She touched her pocket and found the coin hot enough to burn. She yanked her hand back, heart pounding. "What was that?" she asked. Elias shook his head, his eyes scanning the shifting crowd. "Not for us. Keep walking." But she did not. Something was missing. She didn't know what, only that her chest felt hollow, as if a single brick had been pulled from a wall and the rest of her would not notice until it collapsed. She tried to name what had changed. Her mother's voice? No, she could still hear the lullaby she used to hum. Her favorite childhood hiding place? No, she could see the gap under the stairs clearly. But something else, something simple, slipped through her fingers when she reached for it. Aunt Faye's face. Not all of it. Just a piece. She could see her hair, her eyes, the lines at the corners of her mouth. But when she tried to remember the exact sound of Faye's laugh, the way it rolled like low thunder when something truly amused her, nothing came. A blank space where it should be. Her breath stuttered. "Elias," she whispered. "The bell, it took something." He went still, then cursed under his breath. "You shouldn't have listened." "I didn't," her voice cracked. "It was everywhere." Elias's expression was grim. That was a forgetting bell. They toll when the market claims a memory as payment. Not always one you gave. Sometimes one it chooses. Liora pressed her palm against her temple, desperate to drag the memory back. It wouldn't come. The harder she reached, the more she was certain it had been important, and the less she could touch it. "I can't," she whispered. "I can't remember her laugh." Elias put a hand on her shoulder. His grip was steady, but his eyes were not. "You'll learn. The market always finds its price, even when you don't mean to pay." The words chilled her more than the bell. She stared at the green flames above them, swaying like reeds. For a moment she thought she saw her name flicker in their smoke. Liora. The market was practicing her, tasting her. Another chime whispered in the wind. She flinched, though the sound was no louder than a sigh. The market does not wait for consent. The market collects. And now it had taken something she could not get back.